Today we are sitting down with Anil Lakhlan, and I am super excited to jump into today's topics. We're talking a little bit about reliability, machine learning, sensors. We're also going to go into AI and machine learning technology and a little bit of vibration analysis. So, Anil, how are you today?
Hey Kim, how are you? I'm fine today. Thank you very much for having me here.
Oh, yes. So we're excited to have you on behalf of Mobius Connect's subject matter expert interviews to have you go. As Nell said, I'm Kim Fugger. I'm the manager of Mobius Connect, and I will be helping kick things off today. So, Anil, considering reliability, in your view, what will be the most important thing that company leadership should focus on?
Okay, Kim, actually, reliability itself is a huge topic, and people with different opinions for this question. But I personally think that any organization, like whether it is a small, medium, or big, or whatever services or products they are providing or manufacturing for their customers, their best practices plays a key role here. So I think the best practices of the organization is an important thing for me to consider, and also these practices should be documented for the organization. So it will be like a very easy, for example, they are using any CMS software for that. So it will be a quite easy for maintenance guy. So we can just, I will just have you one small example here, that for example, if an organization is maintaining their proper SOPs or SWPs for the jobs that an individual is performing, so as they're one of the best practice, so it can be like in any department, or document will help them in like proper planning for their jobs, like what type of tools or manpowers they required, less probability of mistakes on the site, of course. So minimum sites are surprises ultimately. So overall, what they happen that they can perform the job with more safety, and you can say minimum man hours, or in other way we can say in the very efficient way, because reliability is what, just like, it's just that how effectively or efficiently your system is working, keeping your surroundings safe in terms of people and environment. So overall, if my organization want more from me, so the best way that I can do is document best practice for all my jobs in the form of SOPs. So it will take less time to complete the same job next time, and also less probability of mistakes. So in the same way, and also the updation is very important, right? So we need to update these documents time to time.
Well, thank you so
Updating is
much.
important. Yeah.
Yes, I fully agree with you. Safety is one big thing for an organization, but looking back at the reliability goals too. Wonderful. What is the future of machine monitoring, do you think?
Okay. Machine monitoring. See, I am total is having 13 to 14 years of experience in condition monitoring, right? So it's a kind of a, like a very, I have a very balanced experience. I have worked with the manufacturing companies, big giants also. Plus, I have also worked with the service providers also, who can say also the CBM product manufacturers. That right now, for example, I'm working in Sensoteq. So in the same way. So when I started my career at that time, wired monitoring systems are dominating the market, right? So either it can be the portable or it can be the online systems. So some organizations are purchasing these wire systems for the in-house team for machine health monitoring, and some are taking this like services from service providers. So in the both the case, wired systems are the preferred as a priority earlier. But now I see that the patterns are changing, new technologies are coming, for example, like motion amplifications coming in the market, and also the combination of especially these CBM tools along with the wireless technology is really gaining the pitch nowadays because of their low maintenance cost, less inventories. So you can easily access the data remotely. So many things is there, especially the flexibility in the market. For example, that is mind blowing, right? They are offering the services to the customers. Like if they want to take in the capex, they can take in the capex. If they don't want to take in the capex, they can go for the opex. So it's like they have changed this market completely, this wireless technology. And especially you can also see the change in the shift, because the monopolist in the wired analyzers and the wired systems, now they are also started to shifting towards the wireless technology. They are also creating their in-house product wirelessly. So ultimately I think the things are going towards wireless because of the low maintenance.
Yes, I also do agree with you. Thank you for bringing up the wireless and how you see machine monitoring going. Well, speaking of wireless, what are important parameters or features a customer should look at before considering or buying a wireless sensor?
Okay, see, selection in this wireless products is always like is a very important, and is, you can say, it's a very crucial stage, because you know that, in another word, what I can say, that how can an unreliable monitoring product assures your asset reliability, right? If your monitoring products is not having the proper capabilities, how this product will give you the guarantee of the plant reliability of your, or you can say, your asset reliability. So it's very important to make a right selection here. So I think in the wireless sensors, first of all, important is that what kind of data the customer is required, that they want vibration or pressure or whatever the data they required. And second is the quality and their data transfer capabilities, like for example their range. What is the range? Especially because in the wireless the range is very important, because if your range is not proper, then you will have the loss of data. So the range is important. Their flexibility with the, like, different type of connectivity with the internets, like Wi-Fi, LAN, and whether they have compatibility with the PLCs of the customer or not. But the most important thing is the maintenance cost, right? Because overall it will impact financially on the company, right? So the, especially the sensor battery replacement, this is, I think, it's a crucial thing, because some product, what happened, that initially they will be looking cheap, like in the capex and opex, but they are like replacing the batteries is like a very expensive. So ultimately I think that maintenance cost matters more for the customers. So I think this is the main thing that the customer should focus on, 3 or 4 points, and especially the sensors battery, that is more.
Oh, thank you for that. So, what are some challenges and benefits of using a wireless sensor?
Okay, I can give you my example in that, right? Because now I am also doing the wireless monitoring. I am giving the services to our customers, right? Monitoring them and suggesting them the corrective actions. So the main challenge which I feel as an analyst is the dependency of the machine data on the person, right? For example, that if I'm sitting here and somebody in the US nearby to you, and you are just installing any kind of a sensors, right? So the person who is installing, either it can be from my company or from the customer side, so it's important that they should give me the proper data, that how the sensor is mounted, and the, like, the images of the equipments, because see, that will be the only eyes for me, right? He is working as an eye for me, right? So it's important. This is main thing that I think that that is a dependency on the other guys, right, as an analyst. So and the benefits can be many, like, you have easy access to hard to approach machines, right? For example, in the cooling towers, so there will be, if for example I'm placing my sensors in the cooling towers, because in the cooling towers it's no possible to go there and collecting the data, so no worries for like line cables or like humidity factor or rusting, or because now the sensors are mostly in the market coming for IP69 ratings, right? And another example you can take for the cranes also. The cranes are also, you can say that their operating cycles are very less, right? And it's very difficult to approach from one area to another area. So these are the something, some I think that the most important thing, that is they are good for the hard approach area. And of course there will be no physical hazard, because you will be monitoring everything remotely, and also no need to go to the noisy machines. So there are numerous benefits, but important one that I think is the hard to approach machines can be easily monitored with this uh, technology.
Well, it certainly does say that the benefits do outweigh some of the challenges that you did mention. Okay, moving on to our last question here. Do you think AI and machine learning technology can replace vibration analysis?
Okay, two answers for this question. And in short term, my answer will be no. That this is, see, it's my completely personal viewpoint. So in the short term, I think that my answer will be no, because what I feel that AI and ML can give a conclusion which analyst might be interested in. like for example, they have suggested, okay, this machine is having like unbalance issue or alignment issue, but replacing an analyst, I didn't think so that right now it's possible. But if I look the picture of, like, you can say the long term, maybe the 10 years or something like this, then the way the technology is growing, some companies already having auto analysis feature, including my company, which give results like as per the inputs given to the software, right? Because if I feed in the software that on the basis of the textbooks that these are, if this can be the condition, then you should recommend this kind of issues with the machines. So now when these things are happening on the cloud also, now you can see the softwares are shifted to the cloud, like cloud platform. So the continuous feedback from the experts, definitely it will make them more precise. And yes, I think there can be the possibility in future that it can replace analysts. There can be possibility.
Well, thank you. I think you are making a lot of vibration analysts happy that it won't be coming in the short time. Uh, Well,
Yeah.
Anil, thank you so much for your time today. Now, if any of our followers would like to connect with you or reach out to you, is LinkedIn a great place for you? Email? What would you suggest?
Sure. If anyone is interested for the remote monitoring, or you have any kind of if your machine is creating any kind of a issue or something, if you want any kind of monitoring, please contact at a Lakhlan, ALAKHLAN @sensotech.com, and anytime. And for the Middle East region, you can directly contact me. Otherwise, you can just send the email to contact @sensotech.com.
Oh, thank you. And we will make sure to link your email in the text below so everybody does have that available. And Anil, again, thank you so much for lending some of your knowledge to share. We really do appreciate you.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you very much for hosting me. Thank you.